Money's moving to me. I'm a millionaire. Money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it.
Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? Happy Monday to you all. I hope you've had an amazing day thus far. I know that many of you are probably winding down, getting ready for the evening, and some of you are probably out here working, right? You're hustling, do whatever you got to do. Either way, I thank you for joining me tonight. If you're watching me live, let me know where in the virtual building you are watching me from this evening. Rep your city, rep your country. Let me know where in the virtual building you are watching me from tonight. Let me know who's here, and we're going to get started momentarily. I'm super ecstatic to share with you all some information, and in fact, well, I'll give you a little bit more details in a moment, but I want to go ahead and get started with my intro as I always do. My name is Sharita Leon. I went from being a homeless, disabled single mom to a two-time #1 best-selling author with books selling the bestsellers list for over 2 years straight. I'm also a life, relationship, and business coach, an internet marketing strategist, entrepreneur, international speaker, and the protege of the legendary Les Brown, a Forex trader and investor, and I empower my tribe to live their God-given purpose while creating wealth and have healthy relationships. I'm also a believer, and my faith is exuded in all that I do. So welcome, everyone. So where are you guys watching me from? Where y'all at? I want to know where you're at. Rep your city, rep your country. Let me know who's here. I want to make sure that I see all of your comments. I know those of you that are actually watching this broadcast from my personal Facebook page, I often don't see your comments until after the fact because of the platform that I'm using. So I'm going to make sure that I look at my tablet as well to make sure I don't miss anybody's comments. So I want to talk to you all tonight. Les Brown. Oops, hold on, y'all. Let me get this going. Hold up. Get this sound together. There we go. I want to make sure that I come on tonight to talk about some things that I believe will be able to be of benefit to you, right? And for those of you that are either in the network marketing industry, for those of you that may have been previously before, and for those of you that know absolutely nothing about it, I believe that what I'm going to share with you tonight is going to be an eye-opener for you and give you some things to actually consider, whether it is re-entering the industry or perhaps joining it for the very first time. And so what I'm going to start doing starting today is a series, right? And the series is called How and Why Network Marketing. And in this series, I will have several different episodes where I will be discussing different components and aspects of network marketing, as well as doing some trainings to help those of you that are in network marketing build your business, right? Sound good? So I want to start off today by talking about the benefits of network marketing. Why is it even beneficial to be in this industry, right? For those of you that do not know what network marketing is, it's pretty much the business concept of being able to grow organizations and a business where you are operating and you're operating from group economics, right? Cooperative economics. They're being able to leverage systems and people and work and their work efforts to create, financial freedom, right? And so there are many network marketing companies out there. And so while this video is not in alignment or directly for any particular company, this is just talking about the industry as a whole, the home-based business industry, the direct sales industry. This is what this video will be about, right? I have been in this industry now for about 13 years, I think it has been, on and off. And so I have had some great successes. I have been able to build teams with very large teams, right? With hundreds of thousands. I received that. No, not hundreds of thousands yet, but that's coming. With a whole lot of people. I've been able to be on leaderboards. I've been able to, do some great things in this industry. I've also had some failures, right? Let's keep it 100. But I have been able to do some amazing things in this industry. And so I'm going to share with you all some of those, some things that I've learned that worked for me and others. So tonight, why network marketing? The first reason why network marketing is amazing and one of the great benefits of it is the fact that you have the opportunity to have a business, a real solid, viable, legal business with extremely low overhead, right? So if you're someone who's watching and you are an entrepreneur, or perhaps you want to move into being an entrepreneur, but you don't know exactly in what direction, or perhaps you don't have all the money that's needed to start a real big business, this is where you want to get started. Because with network marketing, it allows you to start a business and be able to do it with low overhead. So when you're thinking about a traditional business, a traditional brick and mortar business, you're talking about having thousands of dollars to start, your business. You need to have that money for your rent every month that you're paying for. You have to have the money for the staff that you have to pay for. That goes your payroll. Then you have to consider, the tools and the products and things of that sort that you need. So when you look at a traditional business and you compare it to network marketing, there really is no comparison when it comes to the amount of money that is needed to be successful in that venture, right? And so even if you were to do like a franchises cost like six figures to get started, right? People like the idea of, starting a Chick-fil-A. You may like the idea of starting a McDonald's, but you need six figures to do that. And then even after doing so, you don't really see the real profit in that until about maybe a year after the fact, right? And so these are the things to consider when you're talking about a traditional business and a network marketing company. I mean, you could join network marketing companies for as low as freaking $50, right? You can start a company where you have your own business for $50 and be able to see great results, right? And so that is something else to consider. When you're thinking about a business, how much money do I have to put out right now? And when will I actually see my return, right? When will my ROI actually show up? Those things to consider. A second reason why, and a second benefit of being in this industry is the fact that you have superior quality products. Superior quality products. And why is that? Why is it that no marketing companies have the best products? That's simply because they don't have the third party, right? They don't have a middleman. So the reason why other entities and traditional businesses have some products that may be questionable or maybe watered down is because there's so much money that has to be, spread out throughout, advertising and manufacturers and things of that sort. So because of that very reason, it can also take away from the quality of the product. Whereas in network marketing, the reason why you're able to have such great products is simply because there aren't any middlemen, right? You have an opportunity to have your product go directly to consumer. And instead of having and hiring, these big advertising agencies like traditional companies do, the business model is get people to promote your opportunity, get people to promote your products. And why is that? Because the truth is, word of mouth advertising is the best form of advertising. Ask yourself this question. How many times have you bought a product? How many times have you gone to, a hair salon or gone and participated in someone's services simply because someone that you knew and trusted told you about it, right? And so if you were to watch a commercial about a new salon that you've never gone to, you don't know anyone that's been there, the likelihood of you going to that salon is far less than if someone said, girl, I just got my lace front done here. You need to go here, right? You're most likely going to follow the person that that gave you the recommendation. Well, that's the business model of no marketing companies. They know that if we can get a group of people to leverage their network, to go to people that they know, they like, and they trust, they're most likely going to spread the word and will be able to get customers. And that's what happens. And so because that money is put back into the field, right, into those that are promoting the opportunity or promoting the products, they then have time and the resources to fund quality products, right? And so when you're thinking about, sharing products with your family or your friends, or when you think about yourself trying something different, you most likely want to try from a network marketing company because there's a great chance that company has far greater products than what you'll find in a traditional store. And even to the point where the processing of the products for network marketing companies and those of traditional businesses is far different, right? And so people say things all the time like, oh, well, is this product FDA approved and all of that? And when someone asks me that question, it automatically lets me know that they really don't know what they're talking about. And the reason why I say that is this. If people knew what the FDA really actually approved, you wouldn't be asking if the FDA approved it, because if the FDA did approve it, you may not want it. Like, the facts are, FDA have approved foods with, parasites and worms. Like, people, if you research it, you will see for yourself. So it's far better for you to not even have that idea in your mind, and just move on, and trust a product from a network marketing company, because I'm telling you, more than likely, it's far greater than what you will find in the regular market, right? Is this making sense to you all? If you're watching and it's making sense, let me see some interaction. Go ahead and comment, do something. Don't just be here not say nothing, right? I'm giving you some good content here. I need you to go ahead and respond. And for those of you that are in network marketing companies, this video is very informational for you. You want to make sure that you're taking notes, because this is how you're going to be able to tell other people why they need to join you in business. If you can't tell somebody what the benefits are of doing something, they're not going to want to do it. So you should be watching this video and taking notes, and now you know what it is that you have to say to make sure that you can present this to somebody else to join you in business. Does that make sense? So the third reason, or the third benefit of being in the network marketing industry, is your ability to leverage the efforts of others, right? Cooperative economics. Now, let's talk about traditional business for a moment. When you think about a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, the reason why that company can be successful, why that CEO and founder is successful, is simply because they are on the right side of money, right? If you understand the cash flow quadrant, they're on the right side of money, and they are leveraging the efforts of a staff. They are leveraging the efforts of employees. So that then means the CEO and or founder does not have to show up every day. The CEO and founder is not doing the work that everyone else is doing, from entry level to leadership. They're not doing any of that, right? But because they are utilizing the efforts of other people, their business is expanding, and they're able to make money in their sleep. So while you, the employee, is working to promote and or build the business that you're at, your founder and CEO is living nice. They're making money in their sleep, because they've leveraged systems and they've leveraged the efforts of other people. That's what CEOs and founders do of Fortune 500 companies. Now, you, as a network marketer, you have the opportunity to create the same leverage. In network marketing, you are able to create sales teams. You're able to create distribution networks. And in that, the efforts of other people is how you are being able to benefit. So you can literally be in, Japan somewhere on vacation, while your team is still back home in New York or Virginia or wherever they are, working and building, and you're being able to benefit from that. Right? So you have the cooperative economics in place, and this time it benefits you. Because see, the thing is, we all are operating under cooperative economics. Either one, you may be at your job doing it for your company that you work for, or you could be doing it for yourself, right? As an entrepreneur in the network marketing industry. So that is another reason why you're able to see great results as a network marketer, because it's not you building by yourself. It's a group effort, right? The leverage is key. Leverage is also the biggest key to creating wealth, right? You cannot create wealth by yourself. I believe it was J. Paul Getty that said that he would rather have the efforts of 100 people rather than having his own efforts, right? Because he understands leverage and compound, right? And so that's another benefit you have with the network marketing industry. In addition to that, another reason why you would want to consider the network marketing industry, or another benefit of the network marketing industry, is your ability to create wealth. Your ability to create wealth with such a low investment, right? With such a low investment. Sir Locke said, what is the best company to join? You know, Sir Locke, I'm actually going to do a video on that, teaching and what you to look for in a network marketing company. So to stay tuned for that. But I'm maybe a bit biased, but I would say right now, and I'm joking when I say being biased, but as far as like literally statistically right now, one of the best network marketing companies to join would be Tava. And that's why I joined it, to be quite honest. But I'm going to do a video on that to show you what you should look for when looking to join a network marketing company. But if you have any questions further than that, Sir Locke, you can inbox me and I'd love to answer those for you and share with you why I decided to partner with Tava, because it just makes sense, right? But hey, Nana, how are you? So to be able to create wealth and do it for such a low investment is almost like a no-brainer. Let me give you a fun fact. The network marketing industry has created the most millionaires in any industry in this country. And by this country, I'm referring to America. The network marketing industry has created more millionaires than any other industry in this country. So think about it this way. You're telling me, or I'm telling you rather, that you can literally start a home-based business somewhere for as low as $100, some places even $49, even up to $2,000, $5,000, whatever the case may be, and be able to create millions from that. Please share this video, y'all. Please share this video. What about TLC? What about It Works? Sir Locke, you are on my next video. I'm going to get to that. But we'll talk. I'm going to touch on that. I'm going to touch on those, not necessarily those particular companies, but I'm going to touch on the difference between certain companies that have been around for some time and newer companies and compensation plans. I'm going to do all of that. This is going to be a daily series, ladies and gents. So stay tuned. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on my fan page, make sure that you have liked and share and like this actual page, and make sure that you click on the notification tab so that way you know whenever I share a video. And so back to what I was saying, you're able to start a business with a very low investment and literally be able to create millions. So you're able to create wealth simply by being a part of this industry and doing the work, right? And so when you think about what that looks like, so you're sipping tea right now, what that looks like for you to be able to have subbed, awesome, thank you, Sir Locke, for you to be able to have a small investment and literally be able to create wealth. You can't really do that in many other places, right? When it comes to business itself. And so you have the opportunity to tap into, like I said, the leveraging of other people's efforts, right? Being able to tap into cooperative economics. These are all the rules, right? And the strategies of how wealth is created. And so what some people don't realize is that the same exact model that is done with traditional marketing is the same exact model when it comes to traditional business, right? Or traditional investing. And so you have that opportunity in the network marketing industry. Now, another benefit of being a part of the network marketing industry is the time freedom. That right there is in and of itself is amazing, because once you're able to secure a strong foundation and you've been able to create enough income, you literally have the time freedom that you desire to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Most people don't have the time freedom to enjoy life. They're either stuck at their job, right? And they can't go and do what they want to do when they want to do it. But when you have no marketing, you're not, conditioned to stay in one place. You're not bound to one location. You have a remote lifestyle. You can work from home. You can work from the beach. You can work from a different country for most places, right? You're able to have that time freedom. And that is what's imperative. I know a lot of people that make a lot of money, but they don't have the time freedom to go with it. So although they have a lot of money, they can't go anywhere. They can't go anywhere. They can't do anything. And so they're left still in bondage. So what kind of quality of life will you actually have if you have money, but yet you can't enjoy it? If you have money, but can't travel, right? Or if you're sick, but you still have to go to work. you're still not having the quality of life that you actually want. And so when you have a strong foundation in the network marketing industry and you've built your income and solid team, you can have that time freedom. You decide when you want to wake up. You may decide to say, hey, I don't want to go to the movies during the weekend when everybody's there. I want to go to the movies on the weekday in the morning, right? Or in the afternoon. You have that option. And this overall is the grand scheme of things, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why network marketing is so pivotal to the success of your own personal success is simply you have the options. You have choices in life. Most people don't realize how there are options out there for them. There is a choice. But because we have been so programmed to follow the footsteps of others, what society has said, work the 9 to 5, or be self-employed and still be stuck at work, you're not really realizing that you have options. And so the freedom that comes with saying, hey, I feel like going out today. Like today, for example, I went and got me a great, massage in the middle of the day. I can do that because I've created time freedom for my life. My lifestyle is remote, right? And so that is another benefit of being in the network marketing industry. In addition to that, you have the opportunity to have massive impact on the lives of so many people. What do I mean by that? When you are in an organization that you've built and you, again, are tapping into the cooperative economics, you're tapping into the leveraging of other people's networks and efforts, you can reach so many people. You can inspire so many people. So many people's lives can be changed simply by the products that you have. Well, let me tell you a true story that happened tonight. I met a woman at the airport like 3 weeks ago when I was in Miami. And I gave her a sample of my product, which happens to be a very superior detox tea. And tonight I spoke to the woman and followed up with her. In fact, she came and reached back to me and she told me how excited she was and so grateful she was for the tea, because this woman told me she has had issues with going to the bathroom her entire life. And she said it is normal for her to go anywhere from 15 to 22 days without having a bowel movement. When she said that, my mouth nearly dropped. I'm like, what? I thought I was bad. She said 15 to 22 days she can go without having a bowel movement. That is dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Do you understand that in the colon, in the stomach area, that is where diseases are formulated? And this woman went all these days without having a bowel movement, and she tried everything. She's gone to doctors, nothing worked for her. And here it was, I gave her a sample of the Kai detox tea, and she said she's been able to go to the restroom. She feels so good. And this right here is amazing. I was able to impact this woman's life, and I didn't even know it. And that's what you have the opportunity of doing when you're in the network marketing industry. You have the opportunity to impact so many people's lives, from the products that you have, from the opportunity itself to help people create an additional stream of income. Everybody is not going to get rich in this industry, right? Let's just be real. That's the truth. But you can help somebody make an extra $250 a week. You can help somebody make an extra $1,000 a month. That alone can save a lot of families' lives. And you have that opportunity of being impactful to someone, right? That in and of itself is rewarding, wouldn't you say? And so lastly, I want to end with this last benefit when it comes to the network marketing industry. This industry is open to any and everybody. That is something to be excited about, because certain franchises have certain requirements. Everybody can't own them, right? Certain schools require certain requirements, require certain connections. Certain employment requires certain connections, certain requirements. But when it comes to network marketing, whether you are in jail or Yale, you have an opportunity to literally create a life of your dreams. You have an opportunity to work for yourself. You have an opportunity to impact lives. You have an opportunity to create wealth. Everything that I mentioned tonight, you have that opportunity simply by saying yes to this industry. This is why so many people, the average Joe, have been able to change their lives. People that thought they'd never have a chance at seeing any real sustainable success in life have been able to see amazing things happen in their lives, from ex-strippers to single moms, to single dads, to, ex-cons, and to corporate millionaires, right? To professionals like doctors and lawyers. Literally, whatever side of the spectrum you may be on, whatever form of background you come from, your upbringing, your economic background, it really makes no difference. This industry is for any and everyone. Everyone has an even playing field. And so tonight, my goal and my intent of this video is to go over and open up the minds of those of you that may have maybe sneered away from this industry, for those of you that maybe didn't know much about it, and for those of you that probably perhaps were in it before, but said, oh, heck no, I'm never doing that again. Trust me, I know. I was that girl, okay? I was never going to come back into this industry. What do they say? Never say never. Here I am now, right? And I'm grateful. There are so many things that this industry does for you. Oh, and I forgot one. One benefit that is almost superior to everything else is the personal development. OMG. The personal development and leadership that is available when you become someone that is active in the network marketing industry is uncomparable, right? The way you are able to grow on a both subconscious and conscious level in this industry is bar none, right? The ability to learn how to interact with people, understand your limiting beliefs, creating new beliefs, being exposed. That's another reason why this industry is so amazing. You're being exposed to lifestyles that you didn't know even existed from people that are living a life that you may have once wanted and or dreamed of having. The personal development is so key. The understanding of how the mind and psychology works. The interpersonal skills that are being gathered as you meet other people, as you recruit, right? The books that you're going to read. I'm going to tell you, network marketing changed my life. And I'm going to do another video on that. And I kind of touched on it the other day. But when it comes to belief, personal development is amazing and key in this industry. My first book that totally changed my entire life when it came to personal development and belief and understanding how systems work, understanding certain spiritual principles, that all came from me joining the network marketing industry. In fact, the very first book that I ever read in the personal development industry was this book called The Science of Getting Rich. Every single person that is watching this video, whether you're watching it live or watching the replay, you need to go read that book. In fact, you can listen to the audio on YouTube. The Science of Getting Rich changed my life. And I was introduced to that book from someone that I met at a direct sales event. And I tell you, I read that book in 2 days. It might have been less than that. I could not put the book down. And here I was thinking, oh my gosh, how is it that my entire life, I never knew anything about this? My entire life, I did not know anything about personal development. I knew absolutely nothing about spiritual laws and principles that pertain to wealth creation. And as I read it, I realized why it was that I didn't have any wealth in my life and why the majority of the world didn't either. There were certain principles that we didn't know, and they were hidden in books. Books that were written for people that probably didn't look like me, right? And so you have an opportunity to develop as an individual in this industry where you can't find this anywhere else. The things that you'll learn, you won't learn in a regular traditional education, right? In school or university. You're not going to hear it or find it in a corporate job. But in this industry, you're able to learn these things and become that much better, right? And so I want you all to stay tuned, because for the next couple of days, I'm going to be doing a series, okay? And again, it's called How and Why Network Marketing. And I will be discussing different benefits and components of network marketing. And I will also be teaching you training on how to grow your network marketing business as well. You're going to get a lot of value. So if you're in the industry, you want to stay tuned because the things that I'm going to share with you will be able to help you grow your business. Trust and believe that, okay? And if you like to, if you're looking for a network marketing company, you're like, well, where do I go? What do I need to do? I would love for you to join me in my network marketing company because it literally is amazing. And, there are a lot of amazing companies out there. Let's be real, right? But you also want to consider timing and positioning, right? And my opportunity, which is Tava, can definitely be a blessing to you. So if you'd like to get more information, what it is, what products do we have, how's the compensation plan, any of those questions, just get in my inbox and I will be more than excited to help you, right? Give you the information that you need and share with you how you can get started and how I can partner with you and help you live out your best life, right? So if there are no questions, let me do that. Does anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, go ahead and comment. Let me know and I'll answer them for you. I'll give you about another 30 seconds or so to see if any questions come up. If they do, I will answer them. If you're watching from YouTube, once again, make sure you email sharitaleon@gmail.com if you have any questions, and I will be more than happy to assist you. You can also find me on Facebook. That may be easier, and inbox me, and I'll answer those questions as well. But if we do not have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. I thank you so much for joining me tonight. Until next time, only believe until the end and go get your life. Be blessed, everybody.
I'm a millionaire, money better cases. I ain't got